We cannot stand idly by as Meredith oversteps herself at every turn. We shall have a Viscount again, and return sanity to Kirkwall.
This course is foolhardy. The Knight Commander will kill us all.
Edgard, you do yourself no credit. My father and my grandfather both died defending Kirkwall from aggressors. Meredith is no different. Hawke, Lady Selbrecht, you have my sword.
I warned you.
Sprzedajna kurwa świnio. Oj, 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 ogłuszeniem. Tak mnie, ogłuszeniem? Pierdalamy.
This attack will cement their conviction. When the time comes, you will have our aid. Take this with our blessings. Everyone, we must go before they send more attackers.
No i git. Więcej sprzymierzeńców. Im więcej sprzymierzeńców, tym więcej sprzymierzeńców. Dzień dobry. Dobra, tu się coś odwali? Nie stwierdzono. Mogą pójść do Merylki i się gdzieś przetransportować, ale to jest tak. Zadania poboczne to tylko mieczy Kunarii. Jakie na miecze Kunarii oddaj go jakiemuś typowi. Uzupełniające. Głębokie ścieżki. To mógłbym w sumie porobić, ale z drugiej strony... Justynkę to robię na końcu. Tylko, że nie chciałbym w nocy iść do Wisielca, bo w nocy to... Merylka idziemy. Za dnia do Wisielca. No dobra, no to idziemy tak.
It really is you.
Verania? I remember you. We played in our master's courtyard while Mother worked. You called me...
Leto. That's your name.
What's wrong? Why are you so...
Fenris, we have to get out of here.
Ah, my little Fenris. Predictable as always.
I'm sorry it came to this, Leto.
You led him here.
Now, Fenris, don't blame your sister. She did what any good Imperial citizen should.
I never wanted these filthy markings, Daenerys. But I won't let you kill me to get them.
How little you know, my pet. And this is your new mistress, then? The champion of Kirkwall. Quite lovely.
Fenris doesn't belong to anyone.
Do I detect a note of jealousy? It's not surprising. The lad is rather skilled, isn't he?
Shut your mouth, Daenerys.
The word is master.
Dobra. Daenerys ucieka. Czy ja mogę mu dać z tego? Mogę. Zajebiście. A, czekajcie. Ty jesteś co? Wodownikiem jesteś. To zostanie wodownikiem, no. Co zrobisz? Nic nie zrobisz. Coś jeszcze? Bierz tego łowcę. Dobra, to teraz jak już tak, to się wszyscy skupiamy na tych. Ja sobie to powybijam, ale wy to tam się... Aha. Taczkę sobie odpalił. Tu i tu poproszę. O kurde, co? Spierdalać, spierdalać. Oj. Killer mi umarł. O właśnie, poczekaj. Weź to wypij. Szkoda, że mi umarł healer i mój DPS.
I had no choice, Leto.
Stop calling me that.
He was going to make me his apprentice. I would have been a magister.
You sold out your own brother to become a magister.
Your sister's a mage? You bloody hypocrite. You really are just jealous.
You have no idea what we went through. What I've had to do since Mother died. This was my only chance.
And now you have no chance at all.
Please, don't do this. Please tell him to stop.
Wait. Don't kill her.
Why not? She was ready to see me killed. What is she to me other than just one more tool of the Magisters?
This is your family, Fenris.
Get out.
Sama się teraz ucz. No spierdalaj no, tam są drzwi.
Ask for this, but that's not true. You wanted it. You competed for it. When you won, you used the boon to have Mother and I freed.
Why are you telling me this?
Freedom was no boon. I look on you now, and I think you received the better end of the bargain.
I thought discovering my past would bring a sense of belonging, but I was wrong. Magic has tainted that too. There is nothing for me to reclaim. I'm alone.
Magic has nothing to do with this, Fenris.
No, greed for it didn't bring Daenerys here, make my sister betray me. You heard what Varania said. I wanted these. I fought for them. I feel unclean, like this magic is not only etched into my skin, but has also stained my soul. Let's go. I need to get out of here.
No ale tam zwłoki były do sprawdzenia. Jak tam teraz wejdę, już tego nie będzie. O jadany. To przez ciebie wszystko. No dobra. Też. Tak. I tak. Zdolności. Już na ogłoszenie. Plus kukiełka. Aha, czyli musiałbym tak całe drzewko zrobić, żeby dojść do tego. Bo tak to mógłbym sobie na przykład te 3 bawki tylko rzucić. Obrażenie krytyczne plus 50%. Obrażenie od ciosów krytycznych podczas osłonięcia, czyli na niewidce. Szansa na dezorientację przy ciosie krytycznym podczas osłonięcia. I do ataku z flanki, ale to jest tak, tu musiałbym mieć 5 punktów. Czyli to było 2. 3. 4. 5. No nie, bo musiałem też kupić to. Co za gumba tutaj jest? Dobra. Ja chcę zwykłą drogą. No mnie. Wiemy w to. Więcej sprytu. Automatyk. Bo myśmy ci tutaj zaczęli. Takie o. Więcej błyskawic. Automatyk. Teraz ty. Ty tutaj już masz pełny. Tutaj też masz pełne. No to co? No to idziesz teraz w to. Automaty. Justynka, nawalność to nie.
You're here. Good. I wanted to talk to you. Ah, you're still here. At least some things are constant in this ever-changing world. What? If you call me your rock or your foundation, I'm gonna hit you. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Saves me the trouble of having to go look for you. I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I'm glad you walked in here all those years ago. I was drawn in by the intoxicating aroma of stale piss and vomit. Now that I have my ship, I'll need a new crew. And I'd like to have someone like you on board. Someone I can really trust, who has my back, no matter what happens. I can't just leave Anders. Who says you have to leave him? He could come along. I'm sure I could find some use for him. I just hate to have to say goodbye. You're the best friend I've had in a very long time. A toast to friendship and to us.
Dobra, Iskra.
I've something I think you might like. I see. Sometimes people get things for other people they like. This is the part where you say thank you. I know that, you goose. Don't you know what this is? It's a Ravani fertility talisman. These petal-like shapes represent certain fleshy bits. And this protrusion is, well, just look. You're an expert on Ravani talismans, are you? My mother was a Ravani seer. Or rather, she pretended to be. She knew enough about the old tribal practices to put on a convincing act. She used to hand these things out to women all the time. It's just a pretty flower. You keep thinking that if it makes you feel better. Ravani women would wear these so that their wombs would be fruitful and their marriages blessed with many children. Not that they worked, of course. Seems to me you either have a fruitful womb or you don't. Thank you. It's nice to have something to remind me of my homeland.
Dobra. A, muszę porozmawiać z Fenrisem. Fenris! Wychadać Fenrisia. Mamy do pogadania.
Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
And what's that?
The anniversary of my escape. Astio Vala Firmundis. Care to hear the story?
I'd like that.
Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now. I was there with Daenerys during a Qunari attack. I managed to get him to a ship, but there was no room for a slave. I was left behind. I barely got out of the city alive.
Daenerys considered you valuable.
He wasn't given a choice. The look on his face as the ship pulled out was priceless. There are rebels in the Saharan jungles called Fog Warriors. They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Daenerys finally came for me.
Were you with these Fog Warriors willingly?
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Daenerys came, they refused to let him take me. He ordered me to kill them, so I did. I killed them all.
Why would you do such a thing?
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over. But once it was done, I looked down at their bodies. I felt I couldn't. I ran and never looked back.
This can't be easy to talk about.
I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. Perhaps this is what it means to have a friend.
Perhaps you're right.
To you, Hawk, may I fight at your side for years to come.
Dobra. I w ogóle... Co się stało z Disco? Że już mi bawka nie daje. Dobra. Boczne to nie. Co by można było porobić? To uzupełniające. Ale to jest tak. Wyjdziemy na górne miasto w dzień. I oddamy miecze. Więc spoko. Oddajmy miecze.
Good. Carry on.
Ta butelka idzie na wszystkich członków drużyny? Nie, nie idzie.
Have you located any Canary blades?
This is what I found.
If you find more, bring them to me.
I to nie wszystko. Dobra. Idziemy tam porobić to. Kruki, nie kruki. Głębokie ścieżki znowu. Najpierw to. Dzień dobry panowie. Do you wanna some wpierdol?
The assassin you wanted captured was once one of your own.
So Zevran told you, did he? It really doesn't matter. This time his warden isn't here to protect him. I am thoroughly disappointed. No one fails the crows and lives.
Ah, poor stupid Nuncio. The crows do like that saying, but I am living proof it's a lie. Why they insist on thinking they can kill people like you and the warden, I will never guess.
Let me tell you, it's a burden I bear on a daily basis.
You are nothing but a traitor and a coward, Zevran. You'll die here.
To nieźle.
Yes, well, let's see how that works out for you.
Dobra. Ty zaatakujesz tego, a ty spuścisz tutaj ogień piekielny, proszę. A ja się pobawię. Aha, właśnie. O. Odpal sobie to. Śmieć. Żeby było szybciej. Perła. Trzeba będzie jej to założyć. W miarę szybko. Dobra, chyba tyle. Tam tutaj pewnie też... Chociaż mogę tam pójść. Zobaczymy jak daleko, ale... Zewełoki. Dobra, biorę. Może znajdę jakiś materiał, który może by mi się przydał. To są jakieś zewełoki. Nawet trucidy nie zdążyłem odpalić. To się wszystko szybko skończyło. No i Andercie zginął, ale to... Przykro.
Excellent. Killing my former brothers in arms is oddly satisfying. I've little reward to offer you, champion, but perhaps this will serve as a token of my thanks. It is time for me to move on. Unless you'd care to get to know each other better, champion.
Is there more to know about you? Seems like it's all right there on the surface.
Oh, I see. Fair enough, then. It is time to move on, as they say. I have a little war to wage back home, and so little time. Perhaps we'll meet again, champion.
Czyli dostałem nożyk. Który jest taki... średni bym powiedział. Do śmieci. Dobra. Idziemy teraz zobaczyć ten najcenniejszy skarb. A później na głębokie ścieżki. Znaczy przed wyprawą na głębokie ścieżki i tak pójdę sprzedać parę rzeczy. Zewełoki, dobra. Halo, Anders. Aha, tak, zapomniałem. Mierzenie, żywotność... nie, może nie tak. Mierzenie, żywotność, ale tak. Zapisz. Myślałem, że jakiś materiał tu jeszcze będzie, czy coś. A właśnie, bym tak sobie odpalił truciznę na broń. No i jest jeszcze jedna rzecz. Piesek towarzysz. Chodź, przydasz się. Na pewno się przydasz.
So, Gamlin couldn't even be bothered to come himself. I should have expected he'd send you, cousin.
You have a cousin?
I have a cousin? Gamlin never told you. Of course he didn't. Why would he?
Sorry to interrupt this touching family reunion, but we have unfinished business here.
Veld! What are you doing here?
Meckel is dead. That bitch killed him.
I don't know who you are, but we can talk about this.
Talk about this? Like you talked with my brother before you cut him down?
That doesn't make sense. Meckel was just supposed to hand over the note.
You really think we didn't read it? We know about the gem charade. Hand it over. I won't let Meckel's death be for nothing.
You let your brother go up against someone like Hawke for a stupid gem. You know what? I did find the gem, but you're not getting your pathetic little hands on it, Veld.
Fine. We'll do this the hard way.
Tak, tak. Ogień piekielny proszę spuścić mniej więcej. Tak. Szybko poszło. Łapem.
Pretty useful in a fight. You don't take after Gamlin at all.
Gamlin never told me he had a daughter.
There's probably a lot of things he hasn't told you. My mother, Mara, she left Gamlin before I was born. He was so fixated on finding that stupid gem, I doubt he even noticed she was gone. She told me about Gamlin before she died last year. I didn't even know about him.
You told Veld you had the gem. Were you lying?
Not at all. I found the gem. I managed to pull off what Gamlin couldn't.
You set this whole thing up just so you could meet your father?
I just wanted to see, I don't know, how far he'd go for something he really wanted. And then he doesn't even show up. I baited him with the one thing I thought would get his attention.
He's got some good qualities. You might be surprised.
Really? What do you think I should do?
Daj mi klełnąć.
I'm only here for the gem. I don't care about your problems.
Why am I not surprised? A man is only as good as the company he keeps.
And snap judgments are only as good as your cliché.
Take the blasted thing. My dear father deserves no less, and no more.
Ja biorę klejnot, ty kurwa tam rób co chcesz. W ogóle mnie to nie interesuje. Dobra, to spadamy stąd. Dobra. Ty, stary capie. Muszę ci to oddać teraz. Z której strony wyjdę? Mam nadzieję, że wyjdę od tego. Od północnej części, a w sumie według mapy to od zachodniej części. Ale... Masz.
You recognize this, Uncle?
You found it, huh? The bleeding gem of Kereshek. It's not half as impressive as I thought it would be. You going to tell who you got this from?
Gamlin, a girl claiming to be your daughter gave this to me.
Don't mess with me, girl. If you don't want to tell me, fine. But... wait. No. It couldn't be. Mara? She wouldn't have kept something like this from me, would she? I need a drink. Just... leave me a while, would you?
Spoko.
Single-handedly save the city from the heat.
Chcemy się sprzedać. Później na głębokie ścieżki. No i później trzeba będzie zrobić spotkanie. Prawdopodobnie z Lady Lianą. No i później łuk. To by śmieć. Albo zanim pójdę, albo jebać, schowam ten amulet po prostu w skrzynce. Nie chce mi się specjalnie zrobić tak, żeby... Chociaż ma jakieś fajne statystyki ten amulet, tak w ogóle. Dobra, jest progresywny, także... Tak za nie chodzę, mi idzie na tyle, także nie ma sensu. Już drużynę, idziemy szukać starego przyjaciela. Znaczy nie bohaterki, no ale starego przyjaciela. Który stał się szarym strażnikiem. Teraz potrzebuje mojej pomocy. Mój mały ogień piekielny radzi sobie ze wszystkim.
Nathaniel Howe?
You're the champion of Kirkwall, aren't you? And... Anders!
Making friends as always, I see.
There's no escaping you, it seems.
I'm special that way.
That's one way to put it.
Delilah says you followed my expedition's route. Why?
You went further into the deep roads than anyone believed possible. The first warden himself ordered this investigation. I was offered a generous share of the salvage, plus extra coin up front to discourage any curiosity.
It looks like you met heavy resistance.
After the warden commander killed the architect, we thought it would be decades before the deep roads would be infested again. The warden's allies assured us these tunnels would still be mostly clear, but it seems they were wrong.
They seem to know a great deal about Darkspawn. Are these allies dwarves?
No, not dwarves. It's complicated. Let's just say we live in strange times.
Who is the architect?
The architect was the first of the speaking and thinking Darkspawn. Very dangerous. He spread his gift to other Darkspawn, the Disciples. Fortunately, their numbers are few.
I don't remember drawing anyone a map to the Tig. Who told you about it?
An unfortunate dwarf named Bartrand. We weren't sure his information was reliable, but contacting you or Varric was deemed risky. We feared you might return if you learned of our interest in the Tig.
We should bring your sister the good news.
I cannot leave now. When we were attacked, I was separated from the rest of my expedition. Some of them may yet live.
Nie mów mi, że będę miał cię w grupie. Nie chcę mieć łucznika w grupie.
We must go deeper into the tunnels to rescue them.
Who else could be alive?
Some wardens survived the initial ambush. I think the dwarf we brought from Vigil's keep survived. But who still lives? Only the Maker knows.
We have survivors to find. Let's go.
Protecting the foolish from themselves.
We should move. Stay alert for Darkspawn.
No i dobra. Bardzo mnie cieszy, że nie będę miał bezużytecznego łucznika w grupie. Znaczy... nie są tacy do końca bezużyteczni, no ale z drugiej strony nie chciałbym mieć go w grupie, skoro mam ogień piekielny, swój własny, osobisty ogień piekielny spuszczany na wrogów. A, właśnie. To tak. Idziemy. Jest przygoda do zrobienia. Dobra. Już się coś ostało? Nope. O, widzę pułapkę.
Master Howe, you live.
Tamarin, good man. Are there any other survivors?
Hopefully up ahead. Well met are strangers in the belly of the earth. I hope Sir Fenley won't mind, but I set up the explosives here and there. Figured I'd blow up as many of the spawn as I could before I embraced the stone.
How did you manage to get Kunari explosives?
These aren't Kunari explosives. They're dwarven made, and don't you forget it.
Tamarin's cousin Dworkin made the explosives back in Vigil's keep.
Tak myślałem, że skojarzyłem to.
Before the sudden Kunari
Tym krasnoludem.
What were you going to do with these explosives?
We were prepared to do extensive excavations around the Tig you found.
A few well-placed booms prove most efficacious at clearing rubble.
Corridors lined with explosives and darkspawn galore. It's not even my birthday.
Tamarin, the way behind us is clear. Send word to the wardens in case we don't make it.
Aye. I've set explosives all along the tunnels. Blow up as many of the sodding spawn as you can. Luck to you both.
Dobra, interesting. Teraz prawdopodobnie będę musiał użyć tego. Nie musiałem. Dobra. Tu jest jakaś skrzynka. Nie stwierdzono. O, więcej dźwigni.
I fear we have come all this way for nothing. But my fallen comrades will be avenged. The Darkspawn are here.
Dobra. Tak. Ty tam rzucisz w ogóle kulę ognia. Może nie akurat na tego, ale... na kusznika, bo się bardzo ruszać nie będzie, a... ja idę w hajda. O kurde. Dobra, ten sobie już sam zginie. Ty użyjesz tego, a... dobra, to jednak nie. Użyjesz tego. A teraz proszę użyć tego. Tam się zrobił, dobrze.
For the first time since I've been down here, I don't sense a single darkspawn. We've won. The route to the surface should be safe now. Because of you, I will see my sister and nephew again. Please, take this with my blessing. I apologize I couldn't answer all your questions. You may have them yet in the fullness of time.
Stay safe, Nathaniel.
You as well.
Jakieś żegnanie z Andersem, kurwa?